David, I'll start with Julian. The run at the end of the third quarter, obviously huge in terms of getting you guys some separation. How important was it to have someone kind of lower down on the bench, I guess, step up in those moments?
Yeah, and I think Julian's going to get credit for scoring 15 points. I thought he held water defensively, too. That was a big deal. You want to keep an offensive player out there, but they have to be able to handle their own on the other end, and he did. We didn't have to change schematically, defensively, because he sat down, moved his feet, and guarded. And then obviously him being able to stay out there because of that, 15 points in 19 minutes. Yeah, I mean, it's funny thinking about Game 5 and Game 4. You know, Game 4, their role players make threes. Game 5, Dort makes threes. Tonight we had a guy step up, make some shots, and then our main people were so complimentary. And obviously in the fourth quarter, to win that quarter after what's happened the last two games, says a lot about our guys and the fact that they can bounce back from anything. And I keep saying that. So, I don't know. We just keep finding a way. We'll go play another Game 7.
Coach, another game where you have an 8-point lead going to the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And this time, and you talked pregame about getting time to rest Jamal, and you did rest Jokic as opposed to last game. Can you just take us through the thought process of why you sort of changed things up and how that worked for you?
Well, it's going to be one or the other. Like I said, last game I kind of kicked myself for not taking one of them out. And Nikola seemed, body language-wise, like he wanted to sit for a second. The beautiful thing was I had 4 timeouts again. I know it didn't work out last game, but that does let you control your substitutions. And those guys held water, to start that quarter. So this was an incredible team win. Small thing, I know Michael's been struggling. Mike made it 2 early threes. It kind of loosens up the floor a little bit. It allows you to play in space much easier for Jamal and Nikola, and then obviously Julian in the second half. So you had 2 guys make impactful threes where you're allowed to play the way we want to play offensively. And outside of the end where we turned it over, I thought we took care of it pretty well throughout.
What did you see from your guys' backs against the wall, facing elimination, 2 heartbreaking losses to be able to come out and get a pretty dominant win today and force a Game 7?
Same thing I always see. Yeah, I mean, those losses were tough, but I mean, it was 3-2. The series is still here. I've said this, I know it's cliche, but every game is its own chapter. It's its own thing. It's its own entity. And different people are going to step up, just like for them. They've had people step up in Game 4 and 5. And tonight we had that team that did it. And now you put yourself in a situation where, hey, let's go see what happens on Sunday. And I know I got a group of guys in there that have been in a lot of Game 7s, seen a lot of things. So we're excited for the opportunity.
Coach, over here, resiliency is a word that's often thrown out about this team over and over and over again. Just where are you seeing that in between games, just in terms of their approach, in terms of their willingness to pick each other up kind of between games?
Yeah, hyper-focused, hyper-honest with one another, and I think more importantly, hyper-honest with themselves. And I think if you are that way, you can bounce back from things very quickly. People that find excuses and point all over the room usually lose and fail. And this group is not that way. They're tough-minded. They know they can be better each game as an individual or as a teammate, and that's who we've been for a long time. And what that means for Sunday doesn't mean you're going to win or lose. I don't know, but I do know this. They'll be mentally prepared because they'll spend tomorrow thinking about how they can be better. Schematically, we'll talk Saturday. And we will throw this saying, man, we will be ready to roll on Sunday. I'm very excited for the opportunity because of the people I'm about to do it with.
Couple things. First, Aaron Gordon was grabbing the hamstring late there.
Yeah.
What's the concern level there?
I mean, at this point, I have no idea. It would be high, obviously. I mean, Aaron is one of our guys that he's the reason why we've won games and won series and have a banner hanging up in there. So it's really nice to have 2 days, obviously, for all the guys to, have treatment and all those things. But I haven't gotten a clear answer. He'll get checked out. But I mean, having 2 days off, I don't think you guys realize, at least the people that cover us do, wow, like this has been a marathon. So the guys in there look like they were happier that they have tomorrow off than they were going to a Game 7. So it's going to be really nice. But to your question, it's nice to have 2 days to get guys right, going into a Sunday matinee. So, concern for Aaron is so high. He's played through a lot through this whole season, so we'll see where he's at.
And then, obviously, I'm sure Jamal could use the extra day as well.
Yeah.
not feeling well. What did you think about what he was able to give you, especially considering the circumstances?
Yeah, shout out to the training staff and our medical staff. I mean, he woke up. There was a high likelihood he may not play. And, you get the IV in you, you get the meds in you, fluids all day. And I kind of was watching the first 6 minutes like, is this real? Can he do it? And I thought he had good energy and good juice. There was a couple times where he really didn't want to go back to get the ball because he was so gassed, having a hard time breathing. But that's Jamal Murray. It's almost like the worse it is, the better off it's going to be. And what a tough-minded man. Now I can say that. I mean, this guy's a dad and shows up, finds a way to play, and gives us 25, 8, and 7 in a elimination game.
Coach, we heard all year, I mean, you mentioned it, the 72-win team going into this round, and we know how good they are.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be deeper and all this. It's still going 7. How have we gotten here with you guys, with your, trying to find your legs and everything? How are we getting to a game 7?
I think just for us, just like the Clipper series, it's just all about trying to be in the game late. This was different because we had, I guess you could say, control of it in the fourth quarter, which has not been the case throughout the playoffs. It's been about us staying close enough, and then for our main people to close it out. I don't have an answer for that other than I only think about my own team and the challenge of playing great teams. It's just being consistent mentally. And again, I've said this throughout the series. What they did this year is incredible. They've earned the home court on Sunday. And on the flip side, we've earned the right to go down there and the opportunity to try to beat them in a game 7. So this is what it's all about. A team that's done it all year long, a group in there that's hung a banner. I would tune into this game.
Two things. First, a point of detail. When did Jamal give you the thumbs up?
Gotcha.
Yeah. And second, how good do you feel going into game 7 with Joker on your side?
Yeah, Jamal was right before the game. I had a better feeling the closer we got to the team meeting, which was at 32. He could just see in his face a little more color, like he was kind of coming around. And you know how this is. Like, if these guys, even a slim chance, why not try it? My worry more so was once I knew he was going to play is how long was he going to play, and he played 42 minutes. So he obviously was ready to roll. And game 7, Nicole is such a special player. You're right, having him on your side is so important. But beyond that, the group, and I'm going to keep saying it's not just the wins we've had, the big wins in the past, it's the losses. And going into this what it feels like. And if they jump out on us early, that we can still sustain. And if we jump out on them early, it doesn't mean anything. It's a long game. So we understand that. It's a process-oriented thing in a game 7. You have to work your way through it. Very rarely is it like the Clipper game, then first round. If it goes that way, that'd be great. But, yeah, I just think our overall mentality should help us play in a really tough environment and give ourselves a chance to win.